Okay, yeah, okay, no problem. I feel like these are all things that we would probably get some amount of anyway, but yes, no worries. So let me do that. And then I'm just gonna mute you guys so that we clear the recording up. But if you need to tell me something, just go ahead and unmute yourselves. It's totally fine. All right, so with all that in mind, let's start laying down. If you want to lie down on top of something, I don't know if you guys look much or whatever over there, but feel free to add a prop to your lying down. Yeah, and any position that feels comfortable. So if you want to go to your knees and then just let yourself relax. You know, I feel like once we get up and we get out and we start doing things, even if you haven't been out into the world, we get a little bit of a grip that happens just in response, to stimulus and life. And God forbid you look at your phone and any of that stuff. So see if we can just kind of soften that, and we'll use the breath to help relax the body. All right, so take a big breath through your nose. Take a big full inhale. Then hold your breath as you get to the top and try and relax your shoulders. And then open your mouth and sigh it out. And just release the breath and stop. And let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. So really fill up, expand. And you know, there is some tension with the inhale. So just notice that and see if you can soften a little bit. And then really soften, exhale. All the breath out through the mouth. Empty the breath. And do that 1 more time. Biggest breath. Inhale. Breathing the back ribs into the floor. Fill up the back of the waist. And then right up to the collarbone. Stop at the base of the throat. Holding the breath. Again, try and soften, holding the inhale. Can you sip in a little bit more? Hold it. And let it go. Exhale. Release the breath. Stop. All the breath out. Give it a little squeeze. And then start to breathe in and out through your nose. Great, smooth, steady, ujjayi breath. Drawing the breath in. Sending the breath steady out through the nose. Letting the breath flow. Expanding. Just feel the gentle drawing in into the exhale. It doesn't have to be forced, but just steady. And as you inhale, the belly expands, the ribs expand. The subtle softening at the pelvic floor. The diaphragm moves up and kind of pulls up on the abdomen to pull, drawing in of the belly over the pelvic floor. Vacuuming that movement. Just a couple more before we start to move. It's all pretty magical. The fact that it all comes together and works so well, so consistently every day is pretty amazing. Just notice. Gently wiggling your fingers and your toes. Right? Just keep this smooth, steady breath. Circle your wrists and your ankles. And then take a stretch. Reach the arms overhead. Stretch out through the legs. Oh. Just feel your body. Wake it up. Hug the knees in. All right, so happy summer solstice, right? If I have, I just said that. The longest day, right? The most light that we're gonna have all year is now. Drop your knees over to the left and take a twist. Your legs, just all that. And then reach the right arm out to the right. Let the back of your hand rest on the floor. Then maybe if your arm all the way up to your shoulders on the floor, but it's okay if it's not. Just letting your shoulder be heavy in that direction. The solstice means it's standing still, so the sun kind of stays steady and high in the sky, right? And we have these long days for a few days, and then we slowly make our way back. Bring the knees back up to center. We'll come back to the middle. And then exhale, knees over to the other side. Legs over, everything over, and then the chest open. Reach up through the left. The knees will feel long for a little while. The summer officially starts. You know, it's about like 7:30. And back to the middle. Bring the knees to center. Let's reach the heels up towards the ceiling. Stretch the backs of your legs. Just give them a quick stretch. And you may feel some stretch in your lower back too. So feel free to have a soft bend in the knees to pull your legs. Turn the toes out. Bring your legs out to the side. So too close to the wall. Good. Easy stretch. And then back up to center. Hug the knees into your chest. And let's rock and roll forward and back a time or two. We'll come up to seated briefly. So up to sit. I'm just going to scooch a little bit closer or further away from the wall, really. All right. Is it 12? Take an inhale, reach it up. Exhale, press the palms. Pull your hands through the middle to your heart, thumbs to your sternum. Drop your gaze, maybe close your eyes. Let's set an intention for our practice this morning. So as you think about that, like an intention for practice, and maybe it's reaffirming why you came to class or why you came onto your mat this morning. Or if you have another intention, or maybe something just came to you as you thought about that. But it's really for you, just to kind of give you a little fuel for the fire. Take a deep full inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh the breath out, exhale. Releasing the hands down, opening the eyes. Let's inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Interlace your fingers, turn the palms inside out, press up. Root down into the sit bones and then press up to the seat. Yeah. Take one more breath like this. Keep the hands just like they are. Let's bring them forward. Bring them forward. Yeah, so then you're pressing the palms straight ahead around the spine. Pull your belly back and let your chin come down toward your chest. So you feel some stretch in the back of the body. Yeah. Let the shoulder blades get really wide. All right, press back up towards the ceiling. Lift. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Release your arms. Give them a little shake. Let's switch the cross of your leg. Okay. Interlace again, but the other way and behind. So you put the other thumb on top, the other pinky under. Reach the knuckles back and down. Stretch the shoulders open. Lift the chest. And gently drop your chin down towards your chest. Take one more breath here. Gently release it. Give the arms a little shake. We're going to do that one more time, just switching the interlace just to feel what it feels like. So back to your original, probably one that feels a little more comfortable. And just do that one more time, just for a couple breaths. Reach the knuckles back and down. And this time, if you like, Maybe the shoulders are open to you, lifting your hands away from the floor a little bit and stretching them back. If you like, you can try lifting your chin, see how that feels. Super stretch. All right, and we'll release it. Okay, shoulders. Let's come over, hands and knees. We'll do some cat-cow. So just roll on over. Stacking your wrists under your shoulders, get your knees under your hips, and inhale, lift your chest. Lift your sit bones, stretch the belly. Exhale, pressing through the hands, the feet, round the spine, tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, draw the heart forward. Lift the chest, lift the sit bones. Exhaling, rounding the spine. So keep going like that. Do that a couple more times. Just moving with your breath. We're really starting to link our breath to the movement. One more. Inhaling. And exhaling. This time as you round the spine, take it all the way back to child's pose, just for future reference, right? Give your shoulders a quick break, but also know that this is a place where you can take a break, you can rest anytime you need it, right? If you just need to catch your breath or whatever, feel free to take child's pose. Sometimes I'll suggest it, but even if I don't, it's there for you. All right, that means it's time for downward facing dog. Let's come on up. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, press back. Feel free to pedal the heels a time or two to shake out your head. All right, that first down dog, I assume this is your first down dog of the day anyway. Right, usually takes a moment, a breath or two. I just remember the early years of my practice in down dog feeling so miserable, and how that changes over time, and so now we can get in there and a little friendlier. All right, settle in for a couple breaths. Try to feel the heat that it brings to the arms, to the shoulders. Right, see if you can squeeze the arms straight, and also try and rotate the arms so the inner part of your elbows tries to reach forward. Maybe even up, I guess, in this position. All right, come forward to plank. Inhale forward. Yeah, legs super strong, right? Press the thighs to the ceiling. Send your tailbone towards your heels. How's your breath? Your shoulders, your arms may have something to say about this. Use your legs more. Press your thighs to the ceiling. Take one more breath here. Exhale, down dog. Press the hips up and back. Then down dog's like, okay, that's not too bad. Couple breaths. All right, then back to plank. Forward. Hover. Right, get high up on the tippy toes. Take it. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, bend your elbows. Lower, lower. All the way down. All right, lie on your belly. Let's reach the hands back. Do a round or two Shalabhasana. Curl the tailbone under. Inhale, lift the head, the chest, lift the legs. Reach back through the fingertips. Exhale, come on down. Interlace, let's do that again. Above your sacrum, your tailbone. Curl the tailbone under. Here we go, lift up. Head, chest, feet, knees, thighs maybe lifting off the floor. Good, straighten your legs. Reach back through the big toes. And come on down. Release the hands, wide over the hips. Take a breath. We're going to interlace again, but with the other thumb on top. So let's do that one more time. Tailbone under. Come on up. Lift the head, the chest, lift the legs. All right, squeeze the legs to straight. And then see, as you curl the tailbone under, can you press the thighs up away from the floor? Inhale. Exhale, come on down. Soften here, relax, waggle your hips a little bit. Take a moment. Okay. Planting your palms by your ribs. Tuck your toes. Take an inhale. You can press to knees plank or regular plank. I'm going to do knees plank just because of my shoulder, but feel free to do regular plank. Take an inhale. Exhale. Press the floor away. Plank. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Phew. All right. Just take a moment to come into your breath. Just smooth all that out. Squeeze the arms straight. Really actively straighten your arms. One more inhale, stretch back, lift the hips. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, maybe jump. Bring your feet to your hands. Inhale, lift the chest, come halfway up. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, come all the way up. Bring the glutes, the arms out wide. Exhale, press the palms, bring your hands to your heart. Take a breath, inhale. And softly sigh, exhale. Release your hands down. Relax your shoulders. Yeah, take a moment. All right, standing tall in Tadasana. Oh, my head's getting tall though. Okay, then I'll fix that. Turn the palms out. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold in half. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, hands are down, step the right foot back. Step your left foot back. Let's come into plank pose, top of a push-up. Just gonna angle this a little bit differently. There we go. Okay. While you do plank, I'll make sure the iPad's in the right place. Probably needs much more adjusting. Just hang on. Are you breathing? I hope so. One more breath, shift forward, inhale. Exhale, let's come on down. All the way to the floor. Flatten your feet, hug the elbows in, lift up cobra pose, lift the chest. Scoop the heart forward. Exhale, lengthen and lower down. Get the shoulders away from your ears. Right, melt the shoulders down. Inhale, peel the chest up. Hug the elbows in. Breathe. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, lengthen forward and down. Ooh. So just, feel the work in the back of the body. We're going to do cobra pose one more time. Press the tops of the feet down. Inhale, lift the chest up. Keep the elbows hugging in. Heart goes forward and up. One more inhale. Exhale, down dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Whew, go right back. Smooth out the breath. Take one more inhale here, press back. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float your feet to your hands. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold in into the breath. Inhale to rise, arms out wide, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, pulling the hands through the middle, hands down, palms out, inhale. Exhale, up and over, fold in half. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, hands down, and step back one more time. Left foot back, right foot back. Into your plank pose, top of the push-up. So this time, maybe chaturanga to upward facing dog. So if you can, we'll stop halfway to the floor and then lift up into the back bend. So bending the elbows. Maybe halfway, maybe all the way down. And then flatten your feet, lift your chest, inhale, exhale. Downward facing dog. Good, feel free to sigh the breath out. Shake your head out a little bit. Good. All right. Take one more inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float feet to hands. Lift and lengthen halfway up, inhale. Fold, exhale. Firm the glutes to rise, inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Just take a breath, inhale. And soft side, exhale. Release the hands down, relax your shoulders. All right, Tadasana, shoulders down. Inhale, exhale, bend. Try and touch the floor. Sit back into your heels. Then peel the chest up. Lift your hip bones up off the thighs. Utkatasana. Arms reaching. Maybe gently looking up. Maybe the hands get a little closer together. Don't force it, but try and straighten your arms. Take one more breath. Inhale and fold. Exhale, belly to thighs. Straighten the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, hands down. You can keep stepping back, alternating feet, or jump back if you like, and any kind of vinyasa. So maybe chaturanga, maybe you lower to the floor, do cobra pose. Right, it's up to you. Back to downward facing dog. All right, let's send the right leg up into the air. Turn the toes out, lift the hip and the knee. Oh, stretch. So lifting the right hip as high as you like, lifting the knee as high as you like. Sink the left heel down towards the floor. Take one more breath. And then square your hips. Keep the right leg lifted. Yeah, and then reach back through the right heel. So outer right hip down. Yeah. Is it Veronica? Yeah. Outer right hip down more. Yes, like that. And then try and straighten your lifted leg. So you're reaching back, but keep your hip down. Yes, exactly. That was really good. Lengthen the outer left hip back. Take an inhale. Exhale, pull your knee towards your nose. Shift forward to plank. Inhale, reach the leg up and back. Yeah, try and keep your foot off the floor, knee to your nose, round. Inhale, reach with the leg. Do that one more time. Exhale, come forward, squeeze. Inhale, up and back. This time, step forward, your foot between your hands. High on the ball of the back foot, let's come up, crescent pose. Breathe. We'll just be here maybe 5 breaths. Square your hips off forward. So give your feet a little scissor, right? Hug the belly back. If you want to draw the belly button back towards the spine. And then lift up, lift the heart up, press the upper arms back. Take one more breath. Awesome, you guys. Inhale. Let it go. Exhale, hands down. Step back. And either chaturanga to upward facing dog, lower to the floor, do cobra pose. We'll meet in down dog. Yeah, if you need a second, jump pose. You can always pepper that in. You can always go straight to down dog. You don't actually have to lower down. All right, lift the left leg. Inhale it up. Turn the toes out, lift the hip, bend the knee. Oh, as much of a stretch as you want. Hip high, knee high, or not high. I'm gonna see how it feels. Oh, good. Straighten the left leg. Square your hips off. Lengthen the outer left hip, outer right hip back. Reach through the lifted leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, pull your knee to your nose, round. Inhale, lift the leg up. Yeah, exhale, come forward. Shift forward to plank, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, lift it up and back. Do that one more time. Shift forward, pull the knee in, try and touch. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Come on up, crescent pose. Soften the back knee. We'll bend the back knee a little bit so we can make sure we're really lifting up with the hips.
Right, it's a pretty big stretch back there, so hips lifted, tailbone lengthening down, heart up, upper arms pressing back. Breathe, take one more inhale. Good, exhale. Hands come down. Step it back. And again, vinyasa or go straight to down dog. Take a breath or two. Right, it's up to you. You can, chaturanga, upward facing dog. All right. Stretch back. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the heels. Bend the knees. Walk. Float. Feet to hands. Lift up halfway. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Chair pose. Bend the knees. Reach the arms. Good. Press the thighs. And exhale. All right, so we're going to add on to that. And we'll just keep adding on. See how far we go. No, I'm just kidding. I do have a pen. Just see how much of that you can take. No. there's a sequence. It's not bad. Okay. All right, take it in now. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift up, chair. Mount the shoulder blades down. Take a breath to try and reach up and touch the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Fold and take a breath. Inhale. Halfway lift. Pull the belly button in. Exhale. Bend the knees. Hands are down. You need your abs engaged, especially if you're going to jump back. Right? Maybe chaturanga to upward facing dog. To downward facing. All right. Send your right leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe your nose round the spine. Inhale, reach it up and up. Again, let's touch the right arm to mix it up. Inhale, reach it up and up. Do that again. Touch your right arm. Nice and high up the arm. Inhale, reach. And step your foot between your hands. Come forward, step. Press and pose. Right, it is a balance pose, so just appreciate that. Right, every time. Every time. Hands to your heart. Warrior two. Spin the back heel to the floor. And then hopefully you're roughly heel to heel. It's okay if it's a little narrower. Heel open. Right, bend into the front knee. Get long through the front leg, inner thigh. Right, really hug the outer right hip. Back and in. Like you're trying to tuck it underneath you because you kind of are. Yes. And then press your back leg super straight. Woo! Appreciate that awesome stretch. Take one more breath here. Awesome, you guys. Let it go. Right hand, left hand, step back plank. And again, so you're going to have a lot of vinyasa in. It's okay to skip it. If you're up for it, lower down. If you need a set, child's pose. Yeah, there's going to be a more than usual vinyasa today. Sometimes we only do a few, but today is going to be a lot. Or the opportunity to do it. You don't have to do them all. You are not obligated. That'll be shoulders in a different way, in a strengthening sort of way. All right. Let's lift the left leg up into the air from down dog, of course. Take an inhale. Exhale, knee to your nose. Round. Inhale, reach the leg. Touch your left arm. High up the arm, shift forward. Inhale, reach it up and up. One more time. Touch the left arm. Come forward. Inhale, reach. Good. Step your foot between your hands. Exhale. Stop. Come on up. Crescent. Yeah. So we won't stay quite as long as we did the first time, but just kind of finding the pose. This same hugging in. So as we scissor the feet, get a little squeeze, like squeeze your glutes, and then we want to keep that hands to your heart, warrior two. So spin the back heel to the floor. And then hopefully you're roughly heel to heel. Adjust your feet if you're not. I know it's a little wide. Right, and then open up. So same action. We tend to kind of stick this hip out to the side a little bit. You want to feel like you're trying to tuck it under, and then it's going to stretch your inner thigh. So, right knee for that. Glutes engaged. Look for that stretch. Maybe bend more if you're not feeling it. And then just gaze over the middle finger of your front hand. I know. How's your breath? Right, in through the nose, out through the nose. One more time. Okay, nice and steady. All right, release. Left hand, right hand, step back. Take the vinyasa, go straight to down dog. Your breath or two in the child's pose if you like. Ooh. Good. Sigh the breath out, shake your head out. Okay. All right. Stretch back. Get long, take an inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float. Bring your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Utkatasana, chair pose. Belly back, yes. Press and rise, inhale. Exhale. Ooh. Just take a breath. Let's tie it out. Relax your shoulders. All right. Keep this show on the road, shall we? Inhale. Exhale. You can do 9,000 Utkatasana today. Lift your chest. It's like maximum Utkatasana. Inhale. Exhale, fold. So we won't hold it for super long. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen forward. Exhale, bend your knees, hands are down. So maybe step, maybe jump, right through the vinyasa. You can even do like knees, chest, chin, lowers on floor. Right, see what makes sense for you. And you know, again, we're gonna have a lot of vinyasas, so you can skip some, you know. All right, right leg up. Inhale it up. Let's add the twist this time. Come across, touch your left arm with your ring. Or try to anyway. Reach the leg up and back, inhale. Exhale, come across. Try and touch. Yeah, good you guys. Inhale, reach. One more. Come across. Try and touch. Good. Inhale, send it up and back. And exhale, your foot between your hands. Step forward. Crescent pose. Come on up, just a breath or two. Just to find it, get some balance, and then warrior two. Right, open up. Yeah, that's it. So this front hip cutting back and in. So kind of a strong action. Almost like you're trying to tuck it under you, which you sort of can't. Keeping that back leg straight. Keep it straight in the front leg. Trikonasana. The right hip comes under, right? Straight back and under. Keep the belly engaged, right? You can look at your front leg. You're trying to stay in line with it. And then the hand comes down wherever it lands. Doesn't matter how low. Open the chest. Can you do that same cutting the hip back and in action? James, let's put your hand to the other side and then try and lean back. Yes, exactly. Take one more breath here. Both legs straight as you can get them anyway. All right, push into your back foot. Inhale, lift yourself up. Exhale, bend and release it. Hands to the floor, step back. Vinyasa, or skip it and rest. Oof. Or modifying anyway. All right. Building some heat, hopefully. Reach your left leg up and back into the air. Inhale. Exhale. Left knee, right arm. Come across, try and touch. Inhale, reach the leg up. Do that again. Come forward and across, touch. Inhale, reach. Would you guys one more time? Last one. Across to touch. Inhale, lift it up, and exhale. Between the hands, step forward. Crescent. So just a couple of breaths to balance, right? Get steady. Keep the front leg, it doesn't really change. Warrior two. What changes is the pelvis. The hips rotate open. I need to narrow my stance a little bit. Right, open up. So there's a lot of trikonasana here in warrior two. Glutes engaged, back leg straight, right, arms wide. And we're trying to be in this pose too, pretty flat. So fairly in line with the front leg, right? We're not trying to be kind of out in sideways planes, but really like a laser beam. In the warrior story, we're taking aim, right, like you're an arrow or a sword. Just kind of aggressive for yoga, but that's the story. Straighten your front leg, and let's do trikonasana. Come forward. Right, reach. So same idea. Stay with your leg, and then your hand lands wherever it lands. Right, it's not about how low it gets, but rather, can I stay flat? Right, legs straight. If you feel like you're hyperextending, you can do a little micro bend. But we do want to feel some stretch. But I don't want you to feel a lot of pressure on the back of your knees, so feel free to modify. Yeah, let's take a couple more breaths. Whew. Glutes squeezing. Maybe look up. Press into your back foot, slowly looking down as you inhale. Exhale, lift yourself up. Yeah, and then let's let it go. Hands down. Step back, taking the vinyasa, going straight to down dog. Sending your hips back into child's pose, yeah. All right, awesome job, you guys. We have to layer on a few more poses. We're almost there. Okay. But we're not going to do the ab part anymore, so if that helps. Stretch your hips up and back. Get nice and long. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float. Bring your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in, bending the knees. Oot, Uttanasana, chair pose. Yes, you guys, press and rise. Inhale. Exhale. Ooh, so take a breath, right? Have a moment, relax your shoulders. Yeah. Oh, okay. Again, sort of, with a little more. So we'll just give a few more until we get to, the top of the hill. All right, inhale, exhale. Squeeze your glutes. Try and touch the floor. So as you lift your chest up, we tend to kind of forget about this part. Keep your knees as wide as your feet. Keep your glutes engaged. There's probably 45 things you could potentially think about as you're here. So just do your best. Soften the shoulders down. Press the arms back. Take one last inhale. And release it. Exhale. Take an extra breath and then hold. Ooh. Right, you take your recovery moments where you get them. Inhale. Halfway lift. Lengthen forward. Exhale. Bend the knees. Plant the hands. You can step back. You can jump back. To take the vinyasa, maybe lowering down, do a cobra pose, right? Easy back. Okay, so right leg straight back and up. Exhale, rounding the spine. Let's step straight through. Crescent pose. Come on up. Just switch your feet. Right foot forward? Yeah, here we go. Oh. And then into warrior two. So we bring our hands to our heart. Yeah, and just pivot the back heel so the heel's down and in line with the front heel. To make a small adjustment there. Open up. Cutting the right hip back and in. So glutes engaged. That'll really heat your hips. Straighten the front leg. Trikonasana. Come on in. Right, stay in line with that front leg. Right outer hip back and under. Nice, you guys. Maybe looking up to see your top thumb up there. Yeah. Slowly bring the gaze down. Bend your front knee. Now you may want to step your back foot in a time or two. You may want to put your left hand on your hip, but we're coming into Ardha Chandrasana. I'm just going to pull my front foot back a little bit. So however you want to do it, but come on in. Right hand to the floor, left leg up in the air. It's basically Trikonasana, but tipped forward, right? Kind of pitch it forward. There you go. It's a balance pose. I don't think I need to tell you that necessarily, but I say that so that just, go easy on yourself. Beautiful, you guys. Take one more breath here. All right, bend your front knee. Come out through warrior two. This will kind of set us up for when we add on to the next round. All right, let it go. Hands down. Step back. And through your vinyasa or not. Right, maybe child's pose, maybe straight to down dog. Oh, good. Notice the difference between your two sides right now, and we've just done the right side. Right, I'm sure it's not too difficult to tell. So we'll even it out. Lift your left leg, take an inhale, and pull it through. Exhale, round and step. So high on the ball for this first pose. Crescent. Lift up. Yeah. And outer left hip back. Good. And then into warrior two. Hands to the heart. Back heel drops. Narrow the stance if you need to. Open up. We won't stay here too long, but cut that outer left hip back and in. Right. So it'll help keep us in line with the front leg. Right. Slowly straighten. And let's come forward. You can look at your front leg to see if you're getting inside, because that's what tends to happen. Right, reach. Okay, that's as far as I can go. Let the hand come down and peel open. See if you can make some space on the left side. Right, can you lengthen forward through your left armpit and cut the left hip back a little bit more. All right, try and keep all of that. Slowly bring the gaze down. You can put the top hand on your hip if you like, or keep it reaching. Bend your front knee, reach forward. Out there, right? Come on in. Ardha Chandrasana. Right, so we're still cutting the outer left hip back and in. That same action that we've been doing. Try not to let your standing foot turn, because it definitely wants to. If it's possible for you to look up, you don't have to, but you can experiment with moving your gaze slowly up to your top thumb. One last breath. Woo, I know. Bend your left knee, warrior two. Oh. All right, kind of setting ourselves up for the next leg. Release it. Step back. All right, maybe you rest. Maybe you take a vinyasa, maybe you do a modified version of the vinyasa. Oh. Mostly I just want to do the back bend part right now. I don't really want the lowering to the floor part. Down now. Phew. Okay. Smooth out the breath. Just make it all about the breath. We're doing all of this just to see if we can keep mindfully breathing. And if we can't, we'll just practice and try to get better. All right. Bring the feet to the hands. Walk, jump. Halfway lift and fold, exhale. Chair pose. Chair pose number 42. Lift up. Good. Press and rise. Release the arms. Take a little break. Shake out your legs. We're going to do a Padangusthasana break, which is, we're still doing something, but it's stretchy and not so difficult. So if possible, well, most of us can just by bending our knees enough. We're going to grab our big toes with our first two fingers, right, like your peace fingers, and hook them around the big toes. So we start with the hands on the hips. And your feet, I'm stand this way. Your feet about hip distance apart. So you have a little space between your feet. Lift your chest, take an inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Hook your big toes with your first two fingers. Hook them around, press your fingers into the floor with your toes. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen forward. Get your legs as straight as they'll go, whatever that means for your body right now. And fold. Pull yourself in if you can. Using your toes around your fingers to draw yourself in a little closer to your legs. See if you can relax your head. Let the heaviness of your head just hang down. Yeah. Take one more breath here. Firm the glutes. Yeah, and just let your spine pour out of your hips and get longer. Take one more breath again. Sorry, you needed it. Inhale, lift up halfway. Hug the belly to the spine. Bring your hands to your hips. Squeeze your glutes and come the rest of the way up. Oh. And then just shake out your legs. Okay. There you go. Tadasana. So Padmasana is like hand to big toe pose. All right. Just in case you're wondering. Turn the palms out. Wait, I almost had us not do chair pose. Never mind. You can still turn out a little. Uttanasana. It'll be short. Reach up. Yes, and hold. Okay, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, hands down. So again, stepping back, jumping back, whatever makes more sense for you at this point in your practice. Maybe you lower through, maybe you take a variation. Back to down dog. All right. Landing. Send your right leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale, round the spine, pull the knee forward, step your foot between your hands. Crescent pose. So hopefully this is starting to feel a little friendlier. Done it a bunch of times, right? It's a little more comfortable. Still work, I know, but you're like, okay, done it. Get it. Hands to your heart, warrior two. So back heel comes to the floor. You open up. Look for that stretch, squeeze your glutes. Yeah, gazing forward over the middle finger of your front hand. Keep doing that as you come into Trikonasana. Right, lengthen forward. We want that nice long spine forward. And then as your hand comes down, you can slowly shift the gaze up. And then you're looking up at your top thumb. And you're trying to get it right over your mouth. Yeah. Breathe. Right. Okay. Looking down. Top hand to your hip, or keep the top arm reaching. It's up to you. Bend the front knee, reach your right hand forward. Maybe step the back foot in a time or two into your Ardha Chandrasana. Yeah. Breathe. So this isn't the extra thing, but if you want to try bending your top knee and grabbing your left foot or ankle with your left hand, you can add that in. Oh, just for the stretch. But it's okay if that doesn't work out. All right, if you're doing that, let it go. We're gonna bend the front knee, land like warrior two, but then just bring your forearm to your knee. And sweep the left arm up and over. And open up the left side. Hug the belly to the spine. Awesome. One more breath. We're just taking it right to the floor. So roll the left shoulder down, sorry. Left hand to the floor, spin onto the ball, right hand to the floor, step back. Take your vinyasa, rest in the child's pose. We're almost there. Sigh the breath out. Awesome job, you guys. Breathe, breathe, and breathe. You're doing amazing. Okay. So of course we're going to do that on the other side. Just appreciate how your right side feels versus your left side right now. And then lift the left leg. Take it in. Exhale, round and step through. Just a couple of breaths, balancing on the ball of the back foot, lifting up into crescent as I fall over. I'm like, hopefully it's getting easier. It just feels more familiar, I guess. All right, let's go warrior two. Hands to the heart, pull it open. All right, so hopefully you're feeling a kind of familiar squeeze and a stretch to the inner thighs. Of course, Trikonasana, really stretching in the legs, straighten the front leg, reaching forward, right? Nice long forward. Maybe still gazing at your left hand. Right hand comes down and then the gaze rolls up. Right, lengthen through the back of your neck. Ah, yeah. Don't hold your breath. Beautiful, you guys. Gaze down. Ardha Chandrasana, bending the front knee. Right, maybe you step the back foot in a time or two, put your top hand on your hip. Coming into the balance. Try not to let your standing foot turn. It basically stays in the same place this whole time. Yeah. If you want to bend the lifted leg, catch the foot or the ankle if that's something that your body will let you do anyway. It's just a nice stretch, Shavasana. All right. If you're doing that, sadly we can't linger. Let that go. All right, bend your left knee. Back into your warrior two legs, but stay low for Utthita. So forearm to knee, and then sweep the right arm up and over. So it's still like warrior two where you're wide across the chest, but now we're just leaned forward over the front leg. Try and straighten your lifted arm and lift up out of the bottom shoulder. Take one more breath. And just roll the right shoulder down. Bring your hand to the floor, your left hand to the floor, stepping back to vinyasa, to down dog, or to rest. Right side the breath out. Shake your head out. All right, awesome job, you guys. Arms super straight. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the heels. Bend the knees. Walk, float your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Hold, exhale. Share pose briefly, I promise. No, my glutes too, press and rise. Oh, release the arms. Okay. Shoulders, I know. All right, you guys. One more thing we're going to add on to that. One more thing. We're super close. All right, ready? Inhale. Exhale. Bend. Inhale. Reach. Feel the hip bones up. Good. And then let it go. Fold. Exhaling. Inhaling to halfway lift. And then here we go again. Bend the knees, hands down. You're stepping, just alternating which foot you're stepping back with first. Taking the vinyasa. Not taking the vinyasa. Good, you guys. Yeah. Right? All right, right leg up. Inhale. Exhale, round the spine. Step through. Come on up. Crescent. Same. Yeah. To warrior two. Pull it in. Maybe narrow the stance if you need to. Open up from those glutes. Right, cut the right hip back and under. Keep that going. Straighten. Trikonasana. Your legs are so strong and stretchy. All right, shorter hold this time. Nice, you guys. Gazing down. Bend the front knee. Maybe step the back foot in a little bit. Let's come up, Ardha Chandrasana. And if you can do it sort of quickly, you can grab the top foot, find that stretch. All right. Now just for a moment, okay. And then releasing to exit through actually our Pita, Parsva Konasana. Forearm to knee. Sweep it up and over. Hug the ribs in. Lengthen through the tailbone. Yeah. And then slowly, gently roll it down. Spin onto the ball of the back foot. And let's take a moment. We're going to soften that front hip before we do anything else. So dropping the back knee down to the floor. Turn your right toes. Just turn your foot out to the right. And then let the knee open up. And you can kind of lean into the stretch. Your knee goes out to the side. The sole of the foot kind of peels up off the floor a little bit. And hopefully you feel a stretch in your right hip. If you're doing okay, you get a little more stacked. Spin onto the pinky edge of the back foot. Get a little more energized in that back leg and reach. Right? Oh, that'll get pretty stretchy too. All right. Bring it back around. So we're going to kind of technically add two things right now, but it's okay. Let's start with the back heel down on the floor. Just in the interest of time, I want to make sure we get to all of them. Come on up. Warrior one. Yeah. But really why we're here is for the humbled warrior. So bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Reach the knuckles back and down. Stretch your chest. Hopefully that feels pretty good after all those vinyasas. Oh, lift the heart up. Take it, inhale. Exhale, bring your right shoulder to your right knee. Lift the hands up towards the ceiling. If your shoulder will go inside your knee, go ahead and do that, but keep the outer right hip cutting back so you're going straight ahead. Yes, James, do that even more. Yes. Good, you guys. Take one last breath. Hands to the floor. Oh, bring your hands inside your right foot, spin onto the ball of your back. So we're adding a little more than just one thing this time. If you need a second, if your front hip's like, ooh, crampy, try just straightening your front leg and see if your hip will soften. We're going to do one more thing in the lunge, and I don't want you having your hip cramp. So just let that relax. And then come back down. And just start to snuggle behind your leg. And we're going to do an arm balance. And this is the last thing in the sequence. So your hands are inside. Maybe I'll do this. Hands inside, tuck in. Right? On the ball of your back foot. So your heel is lifted like crescent pose. Yeah. And then see if you can get your arm so that the back of your right leg is on the back of your right arm. And bend your elbows. Spread your legs out farther. Pick your right foot up if you can, because your leg is on your arm. And then lean forward and see if you can get your left foot to come off the floor by squeezing your butt. I'm like, chaturanga, but I know I'm super close to the wall and it's here. A little sweaty, which I guess is good. Sweating is good for you. All right, when you're done with that, step back. Take a vinyasa or just rest. You may want to rest and catch your breath. Yeah. Oof. Making myself sweaty up here, guys. All right. So I kind of combined the last couple of things. So I didn't want to run out of time, to add some good stretching and relaxation at the end of all this. So in the interest of time, we consolidated. All right. In my mind, it's like hard to know exactly how long things are. Let's do the other side. Ah, yes, fantastic. So downward facing dog if you're not there. All right. Last time through this glorious sequence. Send your left leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale. Round the spine. Step forward. Here we go. Balancing in crescent pose. Briefly. Come on up. Every time it's balancing. Hands to your heart. Back heel to the floor. Warrior two. Open up. Right, gazing at the middle finger of your front hand, or just sort of soft gaze, like in the general direction. Straight to front leg. Trikonasana. Come on in. Take a breath to look up. Right, find the pose. Hug the belly in. Squeeze your glutes. Look down. Bend your front knee. Reach the left hand forward. Maybe you step the back foot in a little bit. Right, come up. Ardha Chandrasana. Cut the left hip back and under. right? Keep that action happening. Maybe look up, maybe take the bind, grab the top foot or ankle. Zipper the belly. All right, release it. Tortita, bend your left knee. Reach back. Forearms and knees, sweep the right arm up and over. Just appreciate the heat in your left hip right now. Hug the belly back. Roll the right shoulder down. Hands to the floor. Spin onto the ball of your back foot. Bring the knee down. Turn the left toes out. Knee out to the side. So take a breath or two here and just let your hips soften. And your glutes have been doing a lot of work. So let them get a quick break before we come into warrior one. If you're up for it, straightening the back leg, reaching the left hand back, getting a little more active in this stretch. Yeah. All right, take it back around. Straighten your front foot. Back heel to the floor, you're almost there. All right, keep the left hip back. Briefly, warrior one. You can just imagine how much longer this whole thing was going to be. I got a little carried away with the poses. Okay, hug the ribs in. Bring your hands behind you. So we're still interlacing, but put the other thumb on top. Reach the knuckles back and down. So again, getting that stretch across your chest. Oh, melt the shoulders away from the base of your skull. Right, draw them down. Take an inhale. Exhale, cut the left hip back and try and go straight ahead. Right, left hip back, shoulder to knee. Then your head can hang down. Maybe your shoulder goes inside your knee. Knuckles reaching up to the sky. Last couple breaths here, keep pinning that left hip back. Yes, yes. One more, and then hands to the floor. Hands to the floor. So now I know your outer left hip maybe kind of screaming at you a little bit. So you can straighten the front leg. Let it soften. Because I know mine is a little bit. So feel free. Feel free to do that. If you're like, I'm fine. Get into your lunge and start making your way to the arm balance. Right? But as you're ready, we will all do that. Left knee, big bend. Bring the left hand inside. And then you're trying to tuck behind your leg a little bit. Hands to the floor. So the back of your left leg is on the back of your left arm. And that's how you pick your left foot up. Right? Then you lean forward, squeeze your butt, and try and get your right foot to come up on the floor. Oh. Jump, oh. And if you're like, that's enough, thanks. Feel free to save that for another day. Right? Good job, you guys. Oh my goodness, you did it. Now I have a better idea of how many poses I can incorporate into something like that. So it's sort of like sun salutes in that there's a lot of vinyasa-ing, but it's not really. Okay. So, let's come forward onto our bellies. Now, we're going to do Dhanurasana, which is a back bend. So this is always, especially if you have low back stuff, to just be mindful of your lower back. And what I would recommend is to make the thing that you think about the most is your pubic bone pressing down into the floor, your tailbone kind of curling under. And that'll help keep it out of your low back. The problem is for most of us, our chest is kind of tight, the upper back doesn't really want to do it. And so the low back's just like, oh, I'll do it, and it does the whole back. So if you curl the tailbone under, press the pubic bone down, it'll keep your low back long. So I would say your low back is a thing, make that the number one thing that you're thinking about, and then everything else after that. So, okay. Because you can still do back bends and have your low back feel okay. So just make that the number one thing. But of course, we're going to do like 20 other things. Okay. So keep that curling the tailbone under. See if you can reach your feet. Yeah, okay, great. Try and keep your legs close. So again, you may feel just by doing this that it kind of arches your lower back. So try and curl the tailbone under and like you're trying to pull your low belly off the floor. Try, get that action, right? And then take an inhale. Kick your feet back, lift your chest. Curl the tailbone under and try and peel your thighs off the floor, right? Keep curling the tailbone under, lift your chest a little higher. Hug the knees in, legs close, yeah, closer. Curl the tailbone under, take one more breath, inhale. Exhale, come on down. Release the feet, a little wiggle waggle of the hips. All right. So how was that in your lower back, Veronica? Was that okay?
Yeah, it felt good.
Yeah, and just keeping the legs closer will keep a little more space across the sacrum too. It's just your glutes squeeze and your knees, move apart. That's just what happens. So you have to kind of consciously pull them back in. That's two things to think about, I guess. Keeping your mind. All right, so let's do that again. Tailbone under. Reach back. Fronts of the shoulders can lift right now. Right, use your inhale to lift your chest. Kick your feet back. And then peel the thighs up. Right, kick the feet back. Spread the chest nice and wide. Curl the tailbone under. Scoop the heart forward. One last breath. Beautiful. Come on down. Woo. So Dhanurasana is bow pose. And bow meaning a bow and arrow. Bow. Right, so it's not soft and, like a fluffy bow. It's not like that. That would be too easy. All right, last one, I promise. This is it, and then we'll do some stretchy stuff. Maybe have a minute of upside down. Okay, reach back. Grab on. Tailbone under. Shoulders lifting. Inhale, kick your feet back, lift your chest. And then peel the thighs up. Curl the tailbone under. Really try and press the pubic bone down. Yeah, hug the knees in. Lift up everything up except your tailbone, which is going down. And then come on down. Dhanurasana. Whew. All right, excellent, you guys. Feel free to bend your knees and do a little windshield wiper of the shin side to side. Okay. Just notice the effects of that, right? Like really stretches the chest and a lot of energy around the heart. Okay, the most actually. Okay, let's press back. Couple breaths in the child's pose. Take your time, sit the hips back, rock your hands forward. Right, just let your back stretch. So this is basically the opposite movement of our back bends. So just appreciate how your back feels. Notice the effects of that Dhanurasana. I know we did a lot of things. I definitely get that. So I'm gonna offer legs up the wall as your inversion, but then I always do that. But a couple of minutes to just do anything that's kind of upside down or all the way upside down, including putting your legs up the wall. Because that counts as upside down, it's just easy upside down. If you do a handstand or a headstand or any of that stuff, feel free to do that, but I know we did a lot, so that may be out of your playbook right now. So do what makes sense for you. And yeah, we'll just take a couple minutes because we don't have a ton of time, but we have enough to get a little bit of inversion time in. So Veronica, I'm gonna say bring your hands a little more onto your mat and towards me, so that when you put your head down, you have more of a a triangle with your, so I'll show you from over here, you know, we're like social distancing, right? So top of your head, instead of your hands being here, bring them here. So that you have more of like your hand in line with your shoulder sort of thing. Yeah, and it's more of a triangle with your hands in your head. Like if you were to draw it on the floor. Yeah, yes, exactly. I know the balance should be a little bit easier. Yeah, and so you too, James, move your hands more towards me in my direction. Yes. And hug your elbows in. And yes. There you go. Just take your time. This is a lot of pressure on your head and your neck. So if it starts to feel like too much, just take a break. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not really supposed to be easy. So it's okay. Yeah, good. And just see if you can draw your elbows in. Mm-hmm. That's the tripod headstand. Right, yeah. So since we're in yoga class. Yes, exactly, James, that's it. Would you guys? Yeah, and then just do child's pose for a couple when you come down so your neck can relax. Yeah. So, yes, Terry's been practicing that for some time. Good.
Did we burn 1,000 calories today?
I think so. I think it was 1,005. Oh. All right, guys. You made it to the easy part. You did it. All right, so I think we're kind of all in some sort of seated position. So let's just, if you're not, come to seated. And bring your legs out front. Oh. All right. Good work, everyone. Whew. So we'll do a seated back body stretch, which is nice to do after back bends especially. So we start in Danasana, just sitting tall. Yeah, feet flexed. Reach up. So again, trying to soften the shoulders away from the neck. Inhale and exhale. Oh. So you'll feel, hopefully anyway, lots of things stretching, some of which hopefully is your back. Inhale, lift up, and just see if you can make some space across the chest. Spread the collarbones. And then try and maintain that as you go forward. Right? It's easy to round, so we'll add a little bit of shoulder blades on the back. Right? Press the shoulder blades in towards the chest to help keep a little space across the collarbones. Right? Breathe into your stretch. Right? Long exhales. Last couple of breaths here. Inhale, lift up halfway, and exhale. Come up the rest of the way. Okay. Let's bend your left knee. And it's not that, I don't think it's too challenging of a balance, but we'll do a little bit of a balancing twist. But if the balance feels like too much, you can always have your left hand on you. So as you bend your left knee, right hand comes across the top to grab the pinky edge, and we'll flip the foot. You can use your left hand on the floor to help you sit up tall, right? But then we'll see if we can't reach it straight back and maybe straighten the left leg. Yeah, and then rotate, right? So we're gonna kick that left heel forward. Rotate the shoulders, the ribs, reach your left hand back, and maybe look back and see your thumb back there. Yeah, that's it. So rooting through the left sit bone, both sit bones on the floor, but pressing the left sit bone down. One more breath. Lengthen up through the crown of your head as you inhale. And see if you can rotate a little more as you exhale. Turn your gaze forward, inhale, and gently release it. Bring your foot back down to the floor. Okay, let's switch to the other side. Right, so same on this side. You can use your hand on the floor to balance, or feel free to pick it up. So, bending the right, up and over. Grab the pinky edge, float your foot. Use your hand behind you to sit up. And then, if you can, straighten the right leg. Float the right hand behind you. Lifting the chest up. Pressing through the right heel to help open the chest a little more. Keep the right sit bone on the floor. Good. Take one last breath. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale for that last little bit of twist. Gazing forward. Inhale and exhale. Feet down, hands down. Shake a shake. Take a shake. Okay, so let's bring the right heel, watch your left heel. Left heel in, sole of the foot to the right leg, inner thigh. So we'll make a roughly an L shape. You can always push the leg back a little bit more if, as we get into this, you want more stretch. But we'll start with a, pretty squared off position to begin. One hand on either side. Start to walk your hands forward. So you're lengthening towards your right foot. Dropping the left ribs down so that your torso gets, squared off to the floor. And you're trying to line your spine up with your right leg. So that's a lot of movement to the right, actually. And then you just breathe here in the stretch. Try and sit your left sit bone down. Right? Even if it doesn't touch the floor, just move it in that direction. Outer left thigh back and down towards the floor. So potentially you're feeling a big stretch in the back of your right leg. And then also hopefully in your lower back, maybe into the upper back on the left side. Take one more breath here. Janu Shirsasana. Inhale. Lift up halfway. And exhale. Lift up the rest of the way. Nice. So we're going to take this leg. We're going to bring it all the way over. So from all the way out to as far over that way as we can get it. So the knee comes to maybe line up with your other knee. It doesn't matter if it doesn't. You're just going that way however far you go. All right. With the bottom leg straight. So potentially giving you a little bit more of a back of the leg stretch. And your knees as stacked as they'll get, however close they get. It just is what it is. And then we'll fold forward again. So hopefully this changes the stretch for you a little bit. Sink the outer left hip down. Forward. Try and relax. We're just going to take a couple more breaths here because we're going to do one more thing. Potentially anyway. All right. So we're going to keep with this stretch and just add the bottom leg now for Janu Shirsasana. We already did that. Go across. So potentially bringing the right heel to your left hip. Not under it, but just in that direction. So then you get a lot more into the hip stretch, and it sort of takes the hamstrings out of the picture altogether. So it'll get however close it gets. And then we fold forward again. I don't know, is it possible for you to bring your right heel towards your left hip? Like bend your knee, bring it back. The bottom leg?
Oh, no.
No. Okay.
I'll try.
He said, no. I don't understand what you're saying. That was so funny. It's totally fine. Is your hip stretching as you do this? I understand. It's okay. I was just trying to get more hip stretch for you, but if your hip is stretching this way, that's fine too. We'll do it one more when we lie down. It's okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Slowly take your time. Come on up. Okay, so we all right now will break on top. Just making sure I'll do the same thing. Okay, come on up. Oh, give your legs a little shake. Feel free to lie back a bit or lean back, I should say, a little bit, and just open up. All right, so we start in Janu Sirsasana. So this time the left leg is straight and the right leg comes back. And we turn. And we're trying to line ourselves up with this leg. So that'll take some time before that happens. Right? This is a pretty big stretch over here. And just walk forward, walk your hands forward, that is. So as you're going forward, draw the right ribs forward and down. Right? Forward and down, and then the left ribs get a little bit of a lift up until you get kind of squared off over your leg, over the floor. To use my leg as a little bit of leverage to help get that action happening. And then once you get out into the fold, you want to really sink the right sit bone down towards the floor. Whether it actually touches the floor or not, just move it in that direction, and it'll help give you more stretch in your lower back. So you may be getting a big hamstring stretch right now too, but hopefully also in your lower back. One last breath. Slowly, gently release it. And we'll do our first Ardha Gomukhasana, so just half. So we'll take the top leg, the right leg, and then we'll be the top. Up and over the top. And you know, this may be it. You can move the bottom leg a little bit over to the center. Because we're going to kick the heel around in a few breaths, maybe. Potentially. Anyway, so out into the stretch, which for me, I still get a pretty nice little back stretch here. So just see how it feels. On this side, I feel more low back and less hip. On the first side, I felt more hip and less low back. So just see, you know, we're not even side to side as much as we seem like we are. Maybe not. So a couple more breaths here if you're going to kick the heel back. All right, so as you're ready, if you're ready, your body will do that. Then the left heel comes around towards the right. Maybe. So this is the full Gomukhasana legs. So yeah, it's okay. And then we'll fold forward. Oh. So notice how this side feels. Gomukhasana means cow face. I didn't name these poses, but that is the name of it. And once you're in the fold, you just try and relax. Relax your shoulders and neck. We'll take a few more breaths. Just appreciate how your two sides are different in this position as well. Trying to keep the right sit bone on the floor. All right. One more breath. And slowly, slowly come on out. Oh my goodness. Unravel the legs. Okay. Give them a little shake. Awesome. So maybe you come down to your forearms for a breath or two and kind of wiggle out. All right, we're going to lie all the way down, so onto your back. Let's hug the knees in. Gentle squeeze, little rocking side to side. So we have a couple minutes. Well, because I say we do, I guess. Let's just briefly thread the needle, crossing the right ankle above the left knee. I'm just drawing that in. Just a breath or two here, just to see how your hip feels. I need a little more. Feel free to do a reclined pigeon pose if you want more stretch. So the needle is not quite enough. Gently switching sides. As you're ready, take your time. So we are definitely making our way into or towards Shavasana. We'll be in it in a second. So as you're here doing your hip stretch, see if you can soften. And see if you can find a little bit of that relaxing in the body, softening that we have in our Shavasana. Take a couple last breaths here. Alright, and then nice and easy, gently releasing. If you want to do a happy baby or anything like that before we head into Shavasana, kick out through the heels, stretch the thighs, or I don't know, whatevs. I'm going to turn the lights off for us here in the studio. That's nice. Okay, so feel free to put your legs up if you like for Shavasana. Legs up the wall, or if you're at home up on some piece of furniture or something. But make sure that you feel comfortable. Right, try and soften the shoulders away from your neck. One more time. And if you can, the palms open towards the ceiling. And just a receptive gesture, right, as we relax, as we rest in Shavasana. It's an opportunity for us to really receive the benefits of the practice, to let your body, let your mind kind of integrate what we did today. As much as it's going to anyway, right? It takes time. If you're putting your legs up the wall, scooch away from it a little bit so your legs can be sort of diagonal, leaning into the wall. So you don't, because otherwise you have to kind of work to keep your legs there. So have your hips a little bit away from the wall. So that way you can relax. Yeah, and just relax. Close your eyes. Let your eyes soften back into your head. Let your forehead soften. Let your arms feel heavy. The belly be soft and heavy. Legs relaxed, heavy into gravity. And take a couple of minutes to just rest in Shavasana.
Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Wiggling your fingers, toes. If you like, you can stretch the arms a little bit, stretch your legs. And when you're ready, hug your knees one more time, one last time. Bring them into your chest, gentle squeeze. Into a little fetal position. The practice gives us a chance to fresh start. All right, rolling gently to your right side. A breath or two. And then as you're ready, make your way up to seated. And as you come to sit, just sit however you're comfortable. You can sit cross-legged, you can sit on your shins, your knees, whatever feels better. Or take a moment to close your eyes and just notice how you feel. Notice how your body feels, certainly, but notice also mentally, emotionally, like all of these things can be affected, with the practice. All the moving around and breathing. Notice what's different. Notice what's shifted. Bringing the palms to press at the heart. Snuggle your thumbs to your sternum. Take an inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, bow your chin. Pausing in gratitude for this practice, that we have the time, the opportunity, the ability to practice, right, for all the goodness it brings. Anything else? What else? What are you grateful for? Well, it's Father's Day, so maybe all the dads out there, or if there's a father-like person in your life, right? Send a little gratitude their way. Thank you so much for sharing practice today, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Namaste. Namaste, and happy summer solstice. Longest day. All right, thanks you guys. You did it. You did it.
Thank you.
All right, thanks you guys. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Have a great day. You're welcome, guys. I will see you next time. Happy Sunday. And it's so different on the iPad.